For the On Being American assignment, I chose to interview an American who was alive during the World War II era. This American is my grandfather, Chester Jakubiak. I affectionately refer to him as Jeja, a Polish term for grandfather. Jeja's parents, my great-grandparents, left their home in Poland to live in America. Jeja was born in Worcester, Mass., and now lives in Shrewsbury. An important part of his life as an American was fighting as part of the United States Army during World War II. Now, what was your part in World War II?
I was a technician, grade 5, in the 315th Medical Battalion of the 90th Infantry Division.
And what type of training did you have to go through to become a medic?
The portion of the medical work that we did took this basic training for emergency periods. We had to pick up casualties, stop the bleeding, put self around them so that they wouldn't get infected, and evacuate them to a clearing company, and then the clearing company evacuated them to the field hospitals, etc., whichever one they had to go.
Mm-hmm. And how long did this training take?
We had about 2 months of basic training.
And where were you stationed after your training?
I was with the 90th Infantry Motorized Division. We were stationed in Camp Barkley, Texas. From there we went to maneuvers in Louisiana. After the Louisiana maneuvers, we went to the California desert for desert maneuvers. From there, we headed to the port of embarkation, Fort Dix, New Jersey, from which we left in about the middle of March, and headed to England. We landed in Liverpool. We went down to Manchester, where we were stationed there until we took off to go into France.
And how did you travel between all these places, and how did you travel across the Atlantic Ocean to Europe?
To go across the Atlantic Ocean, we traveled in a converted Swedish liner, SS John Ericsson, which was a beautiful liner at that time, at that stage of the game. We had 3/4 of the division on the boat. When we left the New York harbor, we were the first boat out in the convoy. First day out by noon, we heard rumors that we were going back in to New York because we had trouble with engine trouble. So they were denying the rumors there, but at about 9 o'clock at night, they came down and told us, yes, we're going back to New York, which we did. We went back to New York with a submarine chaser conveying us back to New York.
And once you were in Europe, how long were you there?
It was about 19 months in Europe.
Mm-hmm. And where did you eat and where did you sleep during the time you spent in Europe?
In Europe, we were in the battlefield. We just slept in the field anywhere that you could, anywhere that you thought was safe. We did not go into buildings until we hit the winter months before we did get into dwellings. Outside of that, we were always on the field. We were fed by field kitchens that were feeding us most of the time. And when they couldn't get the kitchens to us, then we just had to eat the dried up rations they sent us. Being in Europe, there was quite a few butcher shops and stuff that when we started hitting the cities and area, we could trade off our cigarettes. I didn't smoke, so it was no problem to me to trade my cigarettes and get a piece of steak.
And was there anything that you were able to do for entertainment or relaxation?
There wasn't too much entertainment and relaxation there. I mean, we relaxed after you got through getting shelled and bombed and strafed. You relaxed then, period. I mean, they didn't go out looking for a good time because they didn't have dance halls running around. They didn't have any movie theaters going.
So, did you have to leave any family or friends to go and fight in World War II?
I had to leave my wife, who was family away with my first son. She was very important to me, and I was really worried about her. I left my mother and father. I left a brother, 2 sisters. I left uncles, cousins. That's few people we had left behind.
And would you describe what it was like on the streets of European cities?
European cities, during the actual combat, and when we were in England, at night, usually the German planes would come over at night bombing. Everybody would run off the street and hide into the cellar holes or wherever they could. But even then, you got so that you knew when the bombers are coming, where they're going, and if they're going to be bothering you or not. So some of the times they didn't even leave your bed to go and hide, because you know that some other place is more military value than to come and hit a few measly 100 or 1,000 troops. They would bomb us, they'd bomb the other places, so we became immune to it.
So, in your opinion, what type of technology most affected the war?
The technology was that we had really something here that built up, the powerful group of material that we had. The ships just across the channel. You could, if you put ship 1 to 1, you could march right across the channel. That's how much equipment we had. When they came in across the channel, and he brought in big concrete slabs. Everybody wanted slabs. They wanted to know what they were for. Well, they sunk those in there, and they made barricades to create harbors for the ships to come in, so they could come in for a safe harbor. The heavy equipment we brought in, the bulldozers, the tanks, the equipment like that was terrific. With the First Army we met in the Normandy, they were made up not of the German panzer divisions that are big master troops. They were the army of the Germans that were not the bad ones. They were the people that were taken from different countries. We met Poles, we met Russians, we met Slavics. And when you say to them, said, now why are you fighting for the Germans? They'd say to you, if somebody would put a gun to your mother's head, would you go fight for him or not? Sure you would, to save your mother.
Are there any especially memorable occurrences that you could tell us about that happened while you were fighting in Europe?
Oh, I remember one that I should call it the raid on the chicken. We were sitting in the fields in Normandy, and one of our boys spotted a chicken walking down the stone wall every day. So one day he decided to look down the wall and see what was there. When he got there, he found eggs. Oh boy, fresh eggs right here in the field. So he picked them all up, and he came back and he gave us 1 egg apiece. There was just enough of eggs so that everybody got one. Well, of course, we being selfish and hoggish, and we cooked our eggs right away and ate them up. Well, he was the last one to try to eat his egg up. And when he broke into his egg, he is the only one that got the bad egg. So we thought that was pretty comical.
And so, when did the war end for you?
When did it end for me? I don't remember the exact day of victory in Europe. It's coming now, it's April or May. That it was VE Day. It was victory in Europe. That was when things shut down there and they stopped. It was after the Americans met the Russians at the River Elbe there. And when the Americans took over Berlin, the Americans and the Russians took over Berlin, the German army capitulated. That's what it is today. But then we were getting ready to come home to get furloughs and head to California to head for Japan. When we were getting ready for that, when all of a sudden came VJ Day, victory in Japan. That came after they dropped the atomic bomb. We're really thankful that they did use that bomb, because they might have wiped out a city, but they would have wiped out more of us than that city ever held, or ever would have held. And they would have had terrific catastrophic recurrences on the families of all the poor soldiers that would have had to gone over there and fight. So that was a very memorable day when victory in Japan, VJ Day.
Well, thank you very much for your time and allowing me to interview you.
Thank you.
Very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Feel grateful. Grateful to all those that struggled towards the independence and the birth of this country. The people that gave me the freedoms from which I benefit. I'm grateful to those at the Boston Tea Party, at those who put their life on the line during the Revolutionary War, those who struggled to write the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. For you see, I came to this country as a refugee after the Second World War. I was 6 years old, and I've benefited from all those freedoms. And I guess I'm also grateful for having a nice long weekend for the family to gather. We would always gather at Attawan Beach in Connecticut. And one day, Aunt Each would throw a barbecue at her house, and Uncle Mac too. And the next day, Aunt Ray and Uncle David would treat us to the Rotary Club's Lobster Fest, where we would have either a chicken or a lobster dinner. After that, we would go to Aunt Each's house, and she would give us a piece of a large sheet of chocolate cake. The frosting was always red, white, and blue, and it would either have decorations of flags or fireworks, but on it was always written, "Happy Birthday, Peter." Because you see, Uncle Peter was born on the 4th of July, and there's another reason to be grateful.
What does the 4th of July actually mean to me? Well, it means quite a bit. I have in front of me here the Declaration of Independence. There's quite a history behind the Declaration. Of course, we all know that Thomas Jefferson actually did the writing, but there were 1,337 words. When Thomas Jefferson did the first layout of the Declaration, he was criticized, and they removed 480 words. Of course, the president of the Congress at that time was John Hancock. You can see his bold signature here in front. Also, you have Benjamin Franklin's signature, and Thomas Jefferson is sort of down at the bottom here. Also, which is interesting, is for many years I thought that we had a Rooney on the signing of the Declaration of Independence. I did a little research, and the actual name is Caesar Rodney, R-O-D-N-E-Y, who was a judge from Delaware. So it's interesting to see to reminisce about the Declaration of Independence, which all took place on July 4th, 1776. Thank you.
For me personally, I think the 4th of July has always meant a day off, because being in the garden center business, we work pretty much nonstop for a few months. So the 4th of July is really my first day to really relax and just do nothing. More generally, I like to think of the 4th as kind of a holiday for every single person in the whole country. Nobody's left out. I guess it's not a religious holiday, or it's not based on whether or not you were in the service, or even Mother's Day or Father's Day. It's really a holiday for everybody, almost like a big day off for everyone in the whole country. I think it's changed a little bit now that the stores are open on the 4th, because now there's people working and there's people shopping. I don't think the 4th should be hectic at all for anybody. I think, I don't know, everybody should just be having a big barbecue or something. At least it's still on the 4th. They haven't changed it yet like some holidays to the 5th or the 6th or on a Monday. So I hope they always keep the 4th on the 4th. Finally, I guess I have to mention my Uncle Alexander LeBeau, who is quite a fixture in this town, I think, and definitely a unique character. He passed away last winter, and he was very, very patriotic. And every year on the 4th of July, he'd hang out his American flag, and he would fire off one shot of one of those old-fashioned black powder muzzle loaders. We put the powder in the ball, and he would whistle the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And he'll do that every year on the 4th of July. So that's what I think I'm going to remember from now on.
What do I think about on the 4th of July? I think about basically fireworks. Fireworks as a kid, fireworks as today. And that in turn makes me think about World War II. I spent 2 years in the Pacific, World War II on a destroyer. It makes me think of the fireworks of Iwo Jima and the fireworks on Okinawa. The kamikaze planes coming at us and the fireworks that took place then. A lot of good memories, a lot of sad memories, a lot of exciting memories. It really is those thoughts that I come to mind, and you wonder why were we fighting there? What were we fighting for? We were fighting, as we understood it, for freedom. And as we review about what is the 4th of July all about, it's back then, in July 4th, 1776, that these freedoms, the freedoms for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as found in the Declaration of Independence, and the thought that we're all born equal. Those are some of the thoughts that come into mind on the 4th of July. So I suggest that we all try to be happy and enjoy the fireworks. Thank you.
You asked me to tell you what 4th of July meant to me, Chet, and it means so many things. I think it's a birthday party, a giant birthday party with the whole nation celebrating. It's family reunions. It's people getting together and having a good time. I especially remember when my father used to shoot the cannon off early in the morning and start the day. I doubt that they'd let that happen today. Then it's watermelons seem to make their appearance 4th of July, and we had many a happy hour flipping seeds and seeing who could hit the target. Then it's dances and clam bakes and bonfires, some held the night before, but a holiday full of wonderful celebrations. And I'm so glad that I've been able to participate in them and hope I can for 100 years more. I'd like to think I'd be here for the next 100 years. Knowing that's impossible, all I can say is I've got wonderful memories of those I had. And I think that we all should take and be so grateful that we have the freedom to take and celebrate and to make noise and have a great time. It's something I'm grateful for and glad I live to see so many wonderful celebrations.
4th of July still has to myself significant meaning. It's still a very quiet, restful day, and I certainly look forward to it after a hectic spring business that we're in here. But somehow the significance of the holiday has been changed. It's been paled with the commercialism of most holidays today. So with stores being open and quite a few people working, somehow it's lost a lot of the great significance that it once did. So my fondest memories of the 4th would go back to my early youth, childhood here in Shrewsbury on Buttonwood Farms, where we had 4th of July was a real something to look forward to. There was always the parade in Shrewsbury and other towns, and then fireworks then of course were legal, and my father would buy some of the very small fireworks and would set them off. That was a very big thing. And also we had the little cap pistols. I don't know if some of you folks even remember that. It was a little roll of caps, and that was before kids could play with these fake guns then, and people weren't afraid that they'd turn into be fugitives. So it was a different era, and these little cap pistols were very harmless, and we fired them. That was something. Then at dusk, my father would pass out the sparklers. All the kids had these. We'd light them and walk around in the dusk, and that would be good. Then if there was a few dollars in the family, they would buy a few spectacular things to set off skyburst. Of course, the afternoon would always be traditionally a picnic on the home yard, in the backyard. And picnics in those days were what you visualized, with the big picnic baskets and the lemonade and chicken and so forth. So the 4th of July, to myself, has deep meanings. Being a veteran, I think about that a lot, and the meaning of it, and all the soldiers, the 4 of us who have given their lives. So it's a great holiday, and I hope it continues, and I hope that maybe one day it'll come back to the type of holiday it was when I certainly remember.
It means a lot of different things. Because it's a patriotic holiday and we have the day off from work, I think it's a good time to reflect about our country. I think when you think about the history of our country and how our country became the great country that it is, we often can take it for granted. We get so tied up in the everyday busyness of our lives that we don't think about it much. And particularly people of my generation who may not have served in a war or who have relatives who served in the war, and where not many people are in the military today, I think a lot of people can lose sight of our country and what it means to them. I think one thing that we can often reflect about are some of the negative things that happened in getting our country to where it is today, and I think that they're important, and we can't forget our past, and we have to draw upon that to make sure that the things we do in the future for our country stay positive. But overall, I think it's a wonderful time to reflect on our country and be thankful for our country and that we live where we live, and that we're very, very blessed. And on a personal note, my wedding anniversary is July 3rd, so it's always a reflection for me for my marriage, and I often get to celebrate the holiday with fireworks. So that's what the 4th of July means to me, and I hope all of you out there will enjoy yours.
This is Spag. It's nice to be able to chat with you and tell you about celebrating the 4th of July when we were kids. I can recall in high school I sold fireworks, and it was a great big event, and people were very careful, and they didn't create any accidents by being crazy. And it's our holiday, and it represented us and all our various friends. because the holiday was a real gem, and everybody was able to enjoy a day out with some pleasure. Thanks again, and goodbye.
Fife and drum corps abound in the Northeast, and musters are held almost every weekend throughout the summer. While the muster format varies from event to event, there is usually a parade through the town of the host corps around noon, and then a series of musical presentations by the various participating corps on the muster field throughout the afternoon. The parade unfolding here is part of the Deep River Muster, held in Deep River, Connecticut, every year on the third Saturday of July. This year's event is also the National Muster of the Company of Fifers and Drummers, an organization founded to promote ancient fife and drum music as played in the United States from colonial days through the Civil War. More than 50 corps are taking part in this event. Shown here are groups from Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Vermont, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and of course Connecticut. The cadence varies from a slow 80 beats or steps per minute for old-style Connecticut corps like Moodus and Mattatuck, to 90 beats per minute for the Monotony Minutemen of Arlington, Massachusetts, to a zippy 105 beats per minute for new-style Connecticut corps like the Ancient Mariners of Essex. Uniforms vary as well. Massachusetts militia corps like Monotony and the Sudbury Ancients simply wear colonial civilian clothes. appropriate to the period. Other corps, like the Middlesex County Volunteers and the U.S. Army's Old Guard, wear uniforms of the Continental Line, which appeared later in the Revolutionary War. The Swiss regimentals of Basel wear uniforms of the American Civil War. And there are many variations, as well as more modern uniforms to be seen. Many of these same corps will be appearing at the Muster and Colonial Fair on the grounds of the Wayside Inn on the last Saturday in September. This event is sponsored jointly by the Sudbury Companies of Minute and Militia and the Sudbury Ancient Fife and Drum Company.
On the muster stand right now, the Sudbury Ancient Fife and Drum Company. They are under the command this afternoon of Fife Master Mary Punch, and we're going to do this to her all year long. She's right in the far right-hand corner there. She's the first female Fife Master of the Sudbury Ancient Fife and Drum Corps Company, and a bunch of us really love it. One thing on their sheet here that I should mention is that the date that they were organized, they have it listed here, not yet. As many years as I've known many people in the Sudbury Corps, that's absolutely right. This is their 30th year, and they host their own very fine muster every year on September 30th in Sudbury, Massachusetts, right beside the historic Longfellow Wayside Inn. There are many of us that have been going up there every year. It's one of the finest musters that you can go to on the circuit. On stand this afternoon, they will be playing Sea Medley. Very fine muster, as I said, every September. Those of you that have not been there yet, you should really attend. It's a very good time. We'll be leaving the stand this afternoon to Scarlet Regiment in Dream Quickstep.
left group coming out on stand now. Signals to formal muster. Come on out.
And happy 4th of July, Shrewsbury. This is Melanie Arisian along with Paul Gustafson, and we're here, of course, with Shrewsbury Public Access, Channel 57, down at Dean Park, to cover all the action that's going on here at the big 4th of July annual celebration. Right now, we're standing here amidst all the fabulous patriotic-looking bikes because there's going to be a bicycle decorating competition coming up very shortly, and we see a lot of kids that are in great anticipation of that. And we're watching some of the families. It's such a great gathering down here at 4th of July. There are families here having their barbecue picnics and their cookouts. There's cookout food from the Knights of Columbus that you can help participate in down here. And as we keep looking around, we can see some of the amusements that a lot of the kids are already enjoying. We've also seen a lot of families that are throwing frisbees and throwing footballs around and making their own entertainment in celebration of the 4th of July. We can see some of the contestants here in the Tricycle Competition, and they are getting all ready here to compete and have some fun. So it looks like it's turned out to be an all right day. There's still a lot of clouds in the sky, but it's still fairly warm and a fairly gentle day. We're hoping it'll hold out so people can really enjoy the 4th of July for the entire day and not get rained out. Of course, the 4th of July is our day of celebrating independence, and what better way to celebrate independence than with Shrewsbury Public Access, the home of independent producers like myself and Paul. And so you're going to see what we come up with in our vision of Independence Day here at Dean Park in Shrewsbury. So stay with us. Hi, Mike. We're here with Mike. Mike, you've got a pretty great looking bike here. What'd you do to get it ready?
I put flagging tape on it to make it look like it had streamers on it.
Wow, it looks really wonderful. And so how long did it take you to do that?
10 or 20 minutes.
Ooh, well, you did a very good job for 10 or 20 minutes. So you're going to ride. There's going to be some kind of a parade kind of thing going on? It's great. What's your name now? You said your name for me.
I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie. And you've got a really great-looking bike here, too. And you've got, I see, the colors of 4th of July and of America's flag. What are those colors?
Blue.
Yeah.
And red.
And one more.
I know what it is.
What?
White.
Very good. Did you learn about 4th of July in school? Is that where it was? Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about 4th of July, Mike?
4th of July is a special day for the flag.
For the flag and for independence, that's right. So you guys are going to have a great ride here. What's your name there? I'm sorry, I didn't mean not to get you. What's your name?
Timothy.
Hi, Timothy. But you've got a great looking bike here. Are you excited about going to be in the parade?
Yep.
You have anything to say to the folks back home? You want to say Happy 4th of July? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Well, thanks, and Happy 4th of July to all of you. Thank you. He's got a great-looking blue bike. Hi. What's your name?
Peter.
I'm sorry?
Peter.
Peter. Hi, Peter. Did you cut out those stars yourself? What did you do? How did you think this up? You've got flags and stars and stuff, and then you've got some great-looking action in the spokes there. Did you think this up yourself, and how long did it take you to figure it out?
A day and a half.
Not bad, not bad. And then you went and cut stuff out and got the flags and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Are you going to be riding in a parade, or is it a competition kind of thing?
It's sort of like in a parade, and they're like kind of like have like I think they might have 3 prizes: most creative bike and like the most decorated decorated bike and all that stuff like that. I think it's like a competition sort of.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks, Peter, and good luck in all the competitions. Let's come over here. Look at these 2 young misses. My gosh. Well, hello. Hi. What's your name now? What's your name? Kayla? Hi, Kayla. You've got a beautiful looking bike, Kayla. Did you come up with this yourself? Are you her mom? Are you her mom? Are you her mom? Oh, how did she come up with this whole thing? A lot of help? You look very pretty, Kayla. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun riding in the parade, huh? Gonna have fun? Yeah. Happy 4th. Happy 4th, sweetheart. Hi. What's your name? Can you tell me your name? That's okay. The little ones are just adorable. They're a little bit shy. Can you tell me your name?
Sierra.
Sierra, that's a beautiful name. And you've got a great looking playful. Hi, what's your name?
Jane.
Hi, Shane. Hi, Shane. Boy, you two look pretty nifty with your red, white, and blue flags and stuff on your car here. And we've got a trike here. Oops, excuse me. And what's this? Is that your torch? Did you make that torch, or did Mom help?
My mom helped.
That's great. What did you want? I thought you were going to say something.
What?
Oh, no, that's okay. This is great. Fun. Oh, who is this now? Well, as you can see, we have an awful lot of fabulous-looking bikes here and a lot of really adorable kids riding them. This one looks just beautiful. You've done a beautiful job here, Mom, and who's this now?
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi. Happy 4th. Oh, not happy. Oh, you're happy. You just don't want me putting this big black thing in your face, and that's okay. You've got a beautiful looking entry, Stephanie. Happy 4th. Thank you. Now, this is pretty amazing. Hi. Whoop. What's your name?
Caitlin.
Caitlin, did you come up with this idea, or did you get some help from Mom?
With Mom.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Have a whale of a 4th. Well, you've done a beautiful job with your bike. Good luck in the competition. Well, as you can see, everybody here is warming up their bikes and their trikes and their cars and their whales, and they're getting all ready. There's another beautiful entry down there. They all look great. Hello. Hi. And here we have the doll carriage parade. What a wonderful, beautiful looking group of entries. Look at the one in the front there. There's a Dr. Seuss looking hat. Cat on a tricycle. Well, we don't really need pedals anyway. They're having just a little bit of trouble over there. There we go.
Right, Alan. It is. Why don't somebody push him?
Well, I'd say we have some master tricyclists here in Shrewsbury. And finally, here come the bicyclists. And a very enthusiastic and appreciative crowd to cheer them on.
Good job. Let's do it over there. No helmet.
And the final group of bicyclists, it looks a little more like a race. I don't think it was intended, but...
Have a whale of applause.
That's all we have for second chances, as we always do.
Up.
Armand from the Knights of Columbus, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today, what kind of food the Knights get set up, and what are the future upcoming events for the Knights.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, the Knights of Columbus in Shrewsbury, this is our 40th year. We're having a 40th anniversary. For many years, for 25 years here that we've been doing this, we've been serving chicken dinners and sausage, peppers, and onions as food for the day. In addition, our 40th year, we have an art auction coming up in September 26th, and we have a 40th anniversary ball on also in September. And in November, we have a celebrity basketball game coming up. And most of the money we do goes to special needs, goes to handicapped, goes to the youth of the town, goes to the DARE program. So anybody that's interested can call us at the Knights if they're interested, or if you'd like to join, you can also call us. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yes, it's what kind is it? Blueberry, cherry, pineapple, or lemon? What?
Better believe it, boy.
Hi, we're here with Mary Hall at the ice cream stand for the Welcome Wagon, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on with this area today.
Hi, we're selling Italian ices, ice cream sandwiches, fudgesicles, and snow cones. Everything's 50 cents. All the proceeds go to the Parks and Rec Department. So come on down. It's a hot day. Come on down and cool off.
All right, great. Thanks a lot. And we'll get some ice cream. We're back here at the Exchange Club tent with Roberta Goldman, and she's going to tell us what's going on with her group today.
Okay, the Exchange Club, first of all, is a service organization that's our main programs are helping children in prevention of drug abuse and also in prevention of child abuse. We also have educational programs. We're running a stand for the community. We're selling hot dogs and hamburgers and Cokes, and we've done this for at least 10 years. We enjoy being here on this kind of day. Yeah.
Alrighty, thanks a lot. We're back here at the cookout tent area where the picnic tables and everything is set up, and we're here with the Nails family, and we just want to ask them how their food was. They got their food from the Knights booth, and we just want to go around and ask everyone how their stuff is.
The Knights of Columbus always does a fantastic job of cooking the chicken. It just always comes out so nice and tender and well done.
Good.
Excellent.
Best. Delicious.
Alrighty, so the Nails think the food from the Knights is good. We'll have to see how everyone else thinks of it. Chester Jakubiak, one of Shrewsbury's own producers. Just want to ask him how the food was from the Knights today.
The food was delicious. Of course, being a Knight member, I got to say that. But it really was delicious, it's the truth, so I still have to say it.
Alrighty, anything else you have to add about today's events and stuff today, Chester?
Yes, I want to add that the 4th of July is special. So watch on it on Channel 57. It's on today and the whole weekend.
Alrighty, thanks a lot, and we'll... Oh, no problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say hi, John. Happy 4th of July. Hi on TV. John, turn around so they can see you. Happy birthday, America.
Nice country, America.
Joe, another picnicker out here today at the 4th of July festivals. And Joe, we want to know, I see we brought our own food and we didn't eat from the Knights of Columbus like everyone else. What you got cooking today?
Well, I got some good stuff on here. I got some hamburgers, hot dogs, some sausages. We've got watermelon, chips, dips, cookies, all kinds of good stuff to eat.
Alrighty, you guys having fun here today?
Definitely, we're having a ball.
Alrighty, great, thanks a lot.
Thank you for coming.
Alright, we're here at the commemorative t-shirt area, and all they have left is these little tiny ones. But we're here with Amy, Marissa, and Jill. They're 3 staff members here, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do here today.
Well, we get here and we have a chicken barbecue right over there, and then we get assigned jobs, and our job is the commemorative t-shirt stand. Marissa?
Then you can switch over. We're going to be at the coloring booth in a little while, like 2:30, and that's all we really do.
Alrighty, and Jill?
I just have to add that we rotate every hour and a half, different booths and stuff, and that's pretty much what the day is.
All right, that's good. So you get a little variety of everything.
Exactly.
Alrighty, well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
With Carrie at the coloring area, the coloring booth for tots 5 and under, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what the coloring area is going to be about.
Okay, well, this coloring booth is for kids 5 and under, and they get to pick a picture that they want, and they get to color it, and they'll be judged at the end. Let's see. This is Mackenzie, and Mackenzie colored a motorcycle for the 4th of July, and this is, what's your name, honey? Ariel. You want to show them what you did?
Oh, wow, Ariel, that's good.
Very pretty. Yeah. Oh, go hang them up on the...
Oh, wow, and they won. Wow, look at that. Winners, too. Everyone's here a winner today, and we'll be back after this.
Thank you. Here you go.
Well, I just figure win or lose. Win or lose. At least I know I put my 2 cents in.
Voting is a way for me to express my opinion. It's the one time that they have to listen to me.
feel real good when I vote. Gives me a chance to speak my piece.
I pull that lever, and I think that's my vote, and nobody can change it.
On Election Day, vote for your candidate, vote for your country, but most of all, vote for yourself.
It's just one vote, but it's my vote.
Carrie, guys.
I'm Julie Kukaro.
Carrie and Julie, we wondered if you would mind if we took a little bit of a closer look inside of the Dino hut. Would that be all right with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead. That's great. Wish us luck. Here we go. Okay. On the shoes. The Dino hut. You having a good time in here?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys having a good time?
Yeah.
Shrewsbury, this is Melanie you've never seen before and are never going to see again. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Ah! Ah! What are you up to over there?
All right, we're here with the Pampered Chef booth, and we have Susan and Kathy with us, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
Well, there's actually quite a few people here for the type of weather that it is. I do a little bit of kitchen shows in the area. I'm new to the area, just bought a house in Shrewsbury, so hoping to meet a few people.
And I've come along with her. I've been living in town for a long time, and we have got the mother of all kitchen tools here. It's the it's the home improvement version of barbecue chef, and it seems like all the males seem to like this. It's a power tool for the kitchen. So we're having fun. It's fun. It's been a great day.
Good turnout.
Great day. Very nice. Yeah.
Alrighty, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Agda, and they're going to show us, tell us a little about the little yard sale, mini yard sale they got going on here. What are you guys doing here today?
We're just selling our old stuff, trying to make some money.
Are you making some money?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's going pretty good. We have $140. So.
$140, wow. Not bad for a 4th of July day. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Shrewsbury Public Access. How are you doing today?
How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Jay.
Jay, what's going on here? It looks pretty major.
The obstacle course.
Oh, okay. So what happens? Can you take us through it?
Yeah, well, actually, Jimmy's running. So, Jimmy, you want to take
Jimmy.
the obstacle course?
Jimmy, come on. Let's see what the obstacle course is all about. Can you take us through?
I got to go through?
Oh, we can have you go through, Jimmy. I went into the Dino hut there, the Dino hut. So if I can go in the Dino hut, you can go into the obstacle course.
Take it through step by step.
Okay, step by step. We have Jimmy, our expert obstacle courser. Here we go. All right.
Do I got to go through, or I can just walk you through?
Oh, we'd love for you to go through, actually.
Go through?
Sure.
All right.
Here he goes.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Jay, you're going to go through. I'm going to talk you through it. No, you talk me through it. All right, sure.
Okay, Jay and Jimmy, tag team obstacle course extraordinaire.
This is the one from actually go up, down. Yeah.
Up, down. They're getting their game plan. Okay, Jimmy looks like he's getting ready to enter. Jay, take us through it.
All right, we're going through the steep Velcro part, trying to climb over the big high wall. This is short.
Oh,
we got the
we have
little
a hold
kids.
up.
Yeah, we have the little kids. Here we have the bigger wall for more advanced people like Jimmy, who has a tough time making it up. We got the rope. And we have the rope also to help him.
Does Jimmy need help?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
He's getting over his age. And here we have them slide down the wall.
Slide, Jimmy, slide. Yes.
Pretty good right there. And that's.
Did something happen? Did we have a fault there?
Yes. Well, we have the little straps for the little kids if they have a tough time getting over.
Didn't Jimmy use the strap tech?
Yes.
I thought so.
Again, when you get older in age, you got to be a little more help. We go through the tunnel over here.
Yes, yes.
And we see Jimmy come out the end.
Yes.
And here he comes.
Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh, followed by about 15 kids. Way to go, Jimmy. And Jay, let's stand a shot of the major tag team. Thanks, guys.
We're here with Julie, another small yard seller. Julie, tell us a little bit about some of your stuff and what's going on today.
Oh, well, it's 4th of July. We're having an fair, of course, for the town. And these are items that I've collected over some time. Things that, end up too much stuff in the basement, too much stuff in the attic.
All right. Making some money today?
Little.
All righty, great. Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome. Happy holiday.
You too.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm not rolling now. All right.
Actually, for family life, I remember when my children were small, we used to come here and just family to be together rather than just one going here and one going there. And the children, they're all having fun. And I'm having fun watching them.
And you got some bears here for sale also.
Certainly do. And I get a chuckle when people come by and they look at them and I say, hey, these are Personality Plus bears. And the children just like them.
All right, great. Thanks a lot.
Hey, have a good day.
You too.
Yeah, bye.
What are you eating?
Pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Plain cheese.
And how are you eating it?
I'm eating it on the side. Because...
Hey, you lost your 2 front teeth.
I know I did.
What do you want for Christmas?
I don't know.
If you don't stop someone from driving drunk, who will?
My 2 front teeth.
Do whatever it takes.
Very quiet. The hard part is just keeping the road open here.
Okay.
You know, for the hayride. You know, there's a lot of traffic. But other than that, very nice.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right.
Okay, this is Lena Slavkowski, and I'm going to ask you, what does Independence Day mean to you?
Well, Gail, Independence Day means to me the day our forefathers broke free of tyrannous Britain. Those nasty Europeans, they went and took over everything. And finally, we were rid of them. Oh, yes! Thank you.
selling some very interesting balloons. Another happy customer. Now, Paul, I think this could be a great summer look for me, don't you? I think I have to get one. Maybe something in a fuchsia?
It's summer.
Smile.
Okay, guys. Hey, you guys got it. You're standing in front of the kids that we're heading for.
You want a hat, all right? Oh, your hat. Where to go? Come in. You want a hat?
What you doing there, Leroy?
The crowd is looking for a dunk, Paul. They're really looking for him to be dunked.
I won't be so happy, DJ.
Whoa, that was close. How did it feel to get that winning dunk? Cool. Bet it felt cool for him, too. What's your name? Say hi to Shrewsbury.
Matt, hi.
Matt, great job. Good arm. Red Sox should be looking for you. Whoa! Ah, yes, 2 in a row. Matt, you're amazing.
Oh, he's got one more ball.
He's got one more ball still. Amazing. Matt, do you play on any team right now?
Little League.
Little League. I'm telling you, I think we're going to send you down to AAA. AAA ball guy. Evie! Okay, here comes Matt